family, as a team, went, this is not how this is going to end.
The last race on the calendar was the women's 4x100 meter freestyle relay, July 25th, 8:30 p.m. Peyton, Wendy, Jill Sterkel, and Shirley Babaschoff would form the U.S. team. Their collective preparation included an act of the imagination.
We got together before the relay, and we sat there and we did this like mental thing where you swim the race in your head over and over and see and picture where you are and the time you want to do. And we all of us were in there and we kept doing this swim over and over in our head. We're going like, okay, we're going to do this time, we're going to do this time, we're going to do this time. And we're just like, this is how we're going to win. This is how we're going to win. We're going to train our brains to make us win.
I distinctly remember, us picking out what we were going to wear when we won, and this is how we were going to win. You're going to do this. We've got you can do this. Yeah, I can do that. And so we kind of talked about whose splits would and what we thought we had to go to win. And I think it was just our own way of putting together confidence and a teamwork, a bonding that took place through different things that we were going to do when we won. We didn't talk about, not winning. It was like, we're going to go in, we're going to do this.
As these women resolved to do together what they could not do alone, in symphony, one of them would be further empowered by another emotional embrace.
My parents were not in Montreal to see me do the 100 fly. I never expected it. My father was just not well. And the day before the 4x100 freestyle relay, I walked across the street as I did that whole week in Montreal to meet Bernie. We had our process. We met, we had breakfast, his parents were there. We did it every day. I would open the door, I see his mom and dad. And they were my parents. That was a great day. That was a great day. My siblings all pitched in, bought an air ticket, and they were like, no, Dad, Mom, you can't miss this. She won a bronze already. You gotta go. For me, everything came into place at that time. Not that it wouldn't have they not been there, but it's the God, I wish everybody could have a day like that day.
Freestyle relay. If I have to make a judgment, it'll be East Germany first, and a fight for second place between Canada and the United States.
It's the last day of swimming, and the last race, and American women had won no gold medals. On paper, everything pointed to the East Germans continuing their dominance. But there was something in the attitude about the American women that changed. And I remember looking at Shirley, and there was a hint of a smile that I had not seen on the other events.
We knew what we had. By that time, it's too late to talk about it. We already talked about it. We already swam it in our head over and over and over.
And all the East Germans do is lead off with Kornelia Ender. She's having such a great heat so far.
For some reason, Kornelia Ender is getting ready to jump on the starting block. And this caught us by surprise. You want to race your toughest competitor at the anchor leg when you need them the most. And we look down at the attitude of the American women, and it's almost as if the fly had landed on the spider trap.
Stars Ender and Babaschoff would be on opposite ends of the relay. The East Germans, logically confident, were expecting Ender to open by demoralizing the competition. In the anchor spot, the Americans were trusting Babaschoff's finishing grit, though she had logged more races, more meters than any other swimmer in the competition. The 15-year-old Jill Sterkel appeared naive to the pressures. The 21-year-old Bolio epitomized strength made smooth. And the challenge for 19-year-old leadoff swimmer Peyton was this: relentlessly shadow Ender, a swimmer who had come to seem superhuman.
Peyton got up on that block, gave us another glance over before she went down, and you just knew this gal was going to make a difference at this time.
To nobody's surprise, Kornelia Ender takes off and leaves America falling back.
Jim stayed as close to Ender as anyone could ever stay, which is what her job was. You go as fast as you can, don't you lose her. And she didn't. She swam unbelievably fast. The thing about a relay is you are absolutely obligated to that person coming up. Jim had done it. It was my turn to do that. Because who was coming after me was Sterkel. I owed her that. I owed my team that. I just remember thinking, keep that stroke together, like my mother taught me. Well, fingertips first. Fingertips first.
Every stroke came, I mean, you could just see that she was pulling back. Just absolutely, amazing.
You always have the swim in you. It's just a matter of, are you going to let it come out? Sterkel, she took off. Holy cow. And I'm getting my glasses. I have to watch this. I'm thinking I've got to have a great turn, and I have a great turn. I come off the ball, and I thought, holy cow. Right there, we're in this. We can win it. I remember telling myself when my legs started hurting and I couldn't feel them, it was just keep moving them up and down. And I'm focusing on the ball, saying I've got to get my hand there. I've got to get my hand there so Shirley can take us home.
I took off and I thought to myself, oh no, did I just leave too early? And I thought, don't even think about that right now, just go.
Shirley was tough. She wasn't going to give up. She'd been disappointed, but she was in there for a fight. They were in there for revenge.
It was literally 3 years of frustration. It was coming out of her in the pool. I still think about it to this day. It was the most exciting race for me when I was in flying the room.
Fun seeing Shirley smile. To this day, I can see Kim smile, and then we're all hugging each other.
Everyone went crazy. Everyone, it was just the neatest moment.
We were quite a team that night, and it was fun. It was absolutely fun. My parents were in the stands, and my dad had the handheld camcorder, and he says, I'll probably start crying to this, that my mom was hitting him, and my mom said, no, you just couldn't hold it straight, so I just picture the two of them up there.
In